Hey there, and welcome back to Chit Chat with me, Deanna Robert, on my Chillaxin' and Relaxin' podcast. In this week's Current Market Reflector newsletter, we're getting down to the nitty-gritties on the real estate market, especially here in South Florida. As y'all know, that's where I live, and I'm a local realtor here. So I have the knowledge and the expertise about the truths behind the myths in the real estate industry. Like I told you before, I got you guys. That's why I started this podcast for you. We'll also be talking about our lifestyles and living here in South Florida. And as y'all know, I must touch base on the Florida man shenanigans. We always have some kind of Floridian going on down here. Yep, we're talking about it. Also, with a little bit of bullshitting in our opinions, hopefully yours too. Like I always say, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm apologizing for mine in advance. So let's just sit back, relax, and enjoy each other's shit chat. All right. Today, we're jumping right into the real estate market. As of today, analysts say the housing market is turning a corner. Seems like mostly for Florida, though. I'm just kidding. There's about 4 other states involved with that, too. All right, we'll get into that shortly. For right now, I got some market stats for you guys. It's still sitting at an almost balanced market for us, just right above, but it's at a seller's market, with a median sales price of about $350,000. And that's for every real estate market throughout the United States. Here in South Florida, we'll get to that later, guys. The same goes for our luxury home markets. They are still in high demand, and they are on the uptick, y'all, sitting at a seller's market with their median sales price of about $1,300,000. Usually our housing updates come in about once a month. You can always sign up on my website if you would like for a monthly email to have an update on the housing market stats. That's just an FYI for y'all. I have to tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'm here for you, the consumers. As you all know, the housing market was one of the hardest hit areas in the economy when the feds began raising rates. Okay, so there's 2 dynamics that the housing market is facing right now. They're keeping existing home inventory and causing a historically low rate locked existing homeowners, meaning people are locked into historically low rates and there's not much inventory out there, so people are staying put for the moment. But there are signs it's turning the corner, y'all. I told you, a hair by a hair, we're gonna get there. That sounds like some better news for us. But Fannie Mae also says that consumers are adjusting to higher rates. So y'all, think about this. With consumers adjusting to higher rates, why would the feds want to come down on the rates so fast, right? It just gives us something to think about. Anyways, they say that it will be gradual, but it will be resilient for all of us. I want to touch base on this with you for a moment. All right, guys, what do the feds say about rates? They say, and I quote, that they might not get many rate cuts because they need more proof that inflation is coming down. You guys, please really listen to me on this part. Like, seriously. In order for the feds to cut rates, 2 things got to happen. First, inflation needs to come down. We know. And secondly, the structure of the economy must stay strong, y'all. They say that they are trying to bring rates down without causing a recession. Y'all, with our job market strong and our economy strong, the rates will not come down fast. Don't get mad at me. I'm just a messenger, y'all. Okay? Let's see what the Fed's chairman, Jerome Powell, offered. He offered no timing of hints of the potential rate cuts either. So it is what it is for now. They don't know, so they can't tell us anything. All right. Washington says the reason why rates are high is because of inflation. Well, we know, Washington, we know. But here's where they say it's coming from. Owning a vehicle is one of the key reasons they're saying why prices jumped last month, y'all, in 1 month. And auto insurance surged in 1 month up to about 2.6%. That's in 1 month, guys. That's up dramatically from a year ago when the whole year was at 22. Now it's jumping 2.6% a month. That's a huge leap. that's going to be a huge leap in a year. So we got to just sit down and watch it. And all right, y'all, we know auto repairs have increased to about 8.2% over the last year. This one we know, it's no surprise for us all because we can feel it in our pockets when we get our cars fixed, right, y'all? Oil changes, tire rotations, you go in there and everything's wrong, they say, but we don't know. That's neither here nor there. And then the prices of gas to power has gone up about 1.7% in the last year. Yeah, we feel that in our pockets too if we don't have electric. And in 1 month, this one makes me laugh, you guys, because I'm such a female. And in 1 month, clothing has jumped 0.7%. Oh, well, some of us women need some retail therapy. We are shopping. I'm just kidding. And finally, groceries are up 1.2% from last year. Oh, everybody feels that burn. Listen, y'all, I started my own fruit and vegetable garden. More the reasons than just cost, but a couple years ago, one of the main reasons. And it's very beautiful. It's very soothing for me. Anyways, all right, we'll go on. We're going to end on this topic right there. Enough with the Feds talk. Let's move on to the Sunshine State's housing market, y'all. Okay, single-family median sales prices are up 3.9% from last year, y'all. And new listings have increased to about 7.7%, with condo and townhomes increasing to about 3.1%. And all this is within the last year, guys. It's starting to uptick in Florida. The first quarter of Florida's housing market reported more new listings with higher median sales price and increased activity of inventory for homes that are for sale from last year, according to Florida realtors. I'm a Florida realtor. I'm sorry, you guys, I had to throw that in there. All right. So our statewide existing single-family home sales totaled about 57,326 for the first quarter of the year. That's how many homes were sold in the first quarter, 3 months of this year, y'all. On the other hand, our Florida home values have skyrocketed. The Florida realtors have said that the average Florida home value has doubled in the last 6 years. 6 years, sorry. And Tampa and Miami tied for having the third fastest price doubling. Geesh, guys, no surprise there, right? If you're a Floridian, then who we know. So the trend of rapid price doubling has also extended to St. Petersburg, Orlando, and Jacksonville, Florida. Also, y'all, they say that Detroit, Michigan has doubled their median home prices the fastest in the last year. What? Detroit, Michigan? Oh, okay, I guess they want that. All right, any thoughts on that, y'all? I'm just going to keep it moving. Also, if you're liking the podcast so far, guys, hit the like button, subscribe, share, tell a friend. I will have the video podcast out soon. Now, let's continue with Florida's housing market trends. Florida has always been known for its amazing sunny weather, but lately, our housing market is fascinating. Florida remains hot, baby. It is hot. We are on fire down here while the rest of the nation is cooling off, you guys. And Florida is the #1 state that people are moving to, y'all. It says the Florida housing market took over New York and became the second most valuable market in the United States, with Florida ranking in 3rd in the country for new home builds. That's big news. Also, y'all, our home values have rose by at least 1.1% year over year, y'all. Florida's housing market is on freaking fire. All right. So let's lightly touch on some rates for us because we will dig in deeper later. All right. Analysts say that increasing mortgage rates are causing price reductions, but the demand for homes in Florida remains super strong for us. All right. Now I want to tell you guys what top 5 U.S. states that people are moving from and to, and I'll put them in order for you. Let's go. The top 5 states where people are moving to, coming in at #1, is Florida. And then North Carolina, Tennessee, South Carolina, Maine. It is a beautiful state, though. And yes, guys, we are in first place. Well, what y'all think about that? Now, on to the states with people moving out of them. Coming in at number 1, it's no surprise here, California. They're all coming to Florida, New York, Illinois, Massachusetts, and last but not least is Washington, D.C. That's 3 of our northern states that are being deserted. I wonder why. No, seriously, I do. I'll find out for y'all. I got you on the next episode. All right. So, should home buyers wait for mortgage rates, y'all?
Nope.
Let's dive into that. Okay. Today's average rate for a 30-year home loan is just under about 7%. That's not far from the historical average. So, many historical events are happening this year, you guys. I'm noticing this. It keeps saying historical. Okay, that's just something I wanted to point out. Anyways, but home buyers say they are waiting for rates to drop. So I'm going to explain to you, the consumers, the potential downside to waiting. Y'all, lower rates can attract more prospective home buyers, heating up the market. Now it's on fire, y'all. And with that, it drives up prices. Ching, ching. Now we have bidding wars.
Nope.
And home sellers are excited. As I explained in my last podcast, bottom line for you home buyers that are waiting on the sidelines, if you see a home you love, don't wait, guys. So, you guys also said you wanted some tips for locking in lower rates, right? For the mortgage? I got you, friends. That's what I'm here for you. Okay. We have to get creative with temporary buy down, guys. That might be the answer for us. Let me explain this to you. Temporary buy downs allows sellers and builders to pay an upfront fee to reduce the mortgage rate for us for a short period of time, making buying a home easier on us, guys. But builders use this a lot, especially with first-time home buyers as an incentive. All right. So I will touch a little bit more about the options for y'all. There's a few of them for us out there. Let's get started. First, we have the 1-0 buy down with a rate of about 1% lower in the first year of your mortgage, but then it reverts to the original rate for the remainder of the term. Then we have a 2-1 buy down. The rate is decreased for the first year of your mortgage, and then it increases on the second year, but then it reverts to the original mortgage rate by the third year, y'all. Also, there's a 3-2-1 buy down. The rate is decreased for the first 3 years, and then it reverts to the original rate. That gives you a few years to get everything together and get used to your new home and enjoy the time. And then you have enough time for you to know what's coming ahead and what you got to pay and all that good stuff. Because, it costs a lot of money to move. Anyways, but remember, always get in contact with a local lender in your area for the best advice for you as the consumer and what you can afford and what you can do and your situation. Okay? Hint, hint, a realtor, hence me, can lead you to a great lender. All right. So you ask, what's going on with the rentals, Deanna? Not everyone wants to buy. Well, you know what? You're right. I'm here for you. Okay, y'all. They say that the rentals are stabilizing with affordability being the challenge. I'm going to repeat that. They say that they are stabilizing with affordability being the challenge. Yeah, we all understand this. How are they stabilizing if affordability is being the challenge? Now, I'm not sure, but we're going to dive in. Maybe because prices have gone up. This is the new norm. And to them, I'll keep explaining. All right. Researchers said rent prices nationwide are becoming more balanced, meaning they are in the 3 to 5% increase for today's normal. Guys, you see how I said that? Now, let's get on to Florida's rentals for y'all. In some areas of Florida, rental costs have declined slightly. I know. You're asking, where, Deanna, where? Well, I am too. So I went and I found out for us. It's Cape Coral, Florida, which declined about 2%, and in Northport, Florida, at a point 20%. Both of these counties are from around maybe central Florida to the western side of Florida. Y'all, that's where a lot of our retirees and 401k people live. I don't know, but maybe that's why the Villages in central Florida is so popular. Okay, y'all, I will tell you about their community real quick, so you know what I'm talking about. It's a quaint little laid-back 55 and over community. They display loofahs as how equipped they are for their swinging side. Whatever floats your boat, man. Everybody's different. But anyways, it spans about 32 square miles, y'all, in veritable boomtown for baby boomers who flocked to the geriatric paradise for endless margaritas. And P.S., y'all, their happy hour starts at 11 in the morning. They have unlimited golf courses, and it's notorious for their laissez-faire attitudes towards sex. It's a thriving swinger scene. If you know, you know. And if you don't, and you're into that kind of thing, well, now you do, because I just told you. It's a very nice community, though. Inside their community, they do have everything like shopping centers, hospitals, dining, all kinds of stuff. Okay, now let's continue with rentals. A rental increase between 3 to 5% is seen as normal to the economics out there, to the feds. So they say the rental crisis is over in most parts of the country, y'all. That was from a real estate economist with the FAU's College of Business. All right, I guess things are changing. So it looks like as if we have to either become accustomed to it, or if not, I think we better start. That's a lot being said. I don't know. I don't really know how to say any of that. Okay, on another note, it says we are going to have a very active hurricane season, guys. Forecasters are projecting that 23 main storms this year, with 11 hurricanes and 5 of them reaching major hurricane status. Whoa. The 2024 Atlantic hurricane season is to feature well above the historical, there's that word again, average, and making it a turbulent season in the top tropics. Our waters are warm out there, you guys. I know. You're asking, what about the insurance rates and the premiums? They're already so out of control. Well, let's see what's going on with Florida's property owners insurance. Well, y'all, they're making it more challenging for consumers to sue insurance companies, incentivizing new companies to begin writing policies in our state, which I will have those for you on next week's podcast episode. And they are increasing the funding of the state's storm hardening program, My Florida Safe Home. I'm not sure if you guys ever heard of it, but that is a hardening program for our state. It's called My Florida Safe Home. You guys can go ahead and look into it. Florida is trying to help us by curbing rising home insurance rates. That's what they're telling us. But we're also, I want to get into this new Florida bill for you guys. It's 7052. We're going to get into all of that. It's a large bill, which also touches base on insurer accountabilities, homeowners insurance, and loads more. That's going to be on next week. Hint, new episodes come out every Wednesday with the best information I can get to keep you, the consumer, informed. All right, now I want to reiterate one truth behind the myth of the NAR proposed settlement, y'all. This topic is important to me because, as I mentioned to you guys all before, I am a local realtor, and I want everyone to know and understand what it means to you as a consumer. I know. I touched on this last week, but for those of you that missed it, let me reintroduce the one major myth. It states the practice change will do away with offers of compensation to broker representing buyers. The fact, offers of compensation are an option that you, the consumers, can purchase off the MLS through negotiation and consultation with real estate professionals. The settlement also expressively provides that sellers may communicate seller concessions such as buyer closing cost via the MLS, provide that such concessions are not conditioned, y'all, on the use of or repayment to a buyer broker. What does that mean, you guys ask? Buyer broker commissions will be negotiated off the MLS with you, the consumer, and me, your real estate professionals. Just kidding. Whoever you get, your real estate professionals. That's it, and that's all, y'all. On to the next. So I would really like to hear your thoughts or opinions on any of these topics so far. I'm always here. If you guys want to know something else, just tell me. I'll figure it out, and I got you guys, man. I'm here for you. All right. Hit the comments along with the like and subscribe so we can get everyone's inputs and we can get to chit chat every week together. I like to hear what everyone has to say. I just really do, because everybody's opinions are great and different. We're all different, and that's what makes us unique in our own special way. All right. Now, y'all, let's get on to the fun stuff. The Florida man. If you don't know by now, let me share. I'm telling y'all, we feel that we are in our own little world down here. And most of us Floridians, not all of us, are always outside and wanting to barbecue and daydream. Now, on to other great news about Florida. We have set aside 28,000 acres of conservation. Aw, that's wonderful news, you guys. The state purchased land, some previously that were slated for development in Collier and Polk counties, to protect links of these conservation areas. That's great. The state purchased it for around about $150 million. Y'all, the properties are within the Florida wildlife corridors. It's a network of about 18 million acres that's connected to wetlands and waters for our animals. It's a vital part of protecting our state's water and our resources and our wildlife habitat. Okay, now that's some awesome news to hear, man, especially with all this building chit chat that I've been talking about. Gosh, yes, guys, Sunfest is coming to West Palm Beach in a few weeks. It's such an annual celebration of music, y'all. I love music. Chase McDaniels is one of my favorites right now. He's an up-and-coming artist, but I listen to every and all types of music. No surprise, right? I'm a concert junkie. All right, let's continue. It's actually an annual celebration that we've been doing here for, I want to say like 30 years or more, something like that. It's been a while. I'm not exactly how many years, but it's been a while. We've been doing it here in West Palm Beach in South Florida. It's like a vibrant carnival of rhymes and melodies. You know, picture this, y'all. It's where sun-kissed shores become a stage for artists from every genre. Picture palm trees swaying to the beat, crowds dancing under the starlit sky. Y'all, with a kaleidoscope of sounds fulfilling the air, from the soundful tunes of like jazz to the pulsating rhyme of all kinds of music, sounds, and vibes. It's a cultural mosaic where music transcends boundaries, bringing people together to celebrate the sounds that defines our region, y'all. This event is such a great time, guys. If you are ever in the area, if the event is here in town, it's this time of the year every year, and you're here and you like food and music and fun and a good time, I recommend you come out and enjoy yourself. This show is awesome. It's a great show. It's got all kinds of different, like I said, music genres, everything. And yep, I'll be there. But y'all, before the Skylight Fun, we have to help the Loggerhead Marine Life Center in Juno Beach. We clean up the beach on Earth Day. Well, we do it more than that, but this is before the show, so we're going to do it for Earth Day. Absolutely, y'all. We keep our sea turtles and our turquoise waters clean. We're Floridians. Our waters do matter to us, right, fellow Floridians? Now, if you are looking for a more laid-back crowd, y'all, we do have retreats that offer an all-inclusive wellness experience that's held in our county. These are excellent if y'all are looking to disconnect from your everyday life and reconnect to your inner self, guys. It's a positive mix that blends personal growth and mental wellness with relaxation and, of course, some fun. What is Florida without a little fun in the sun, right? And there's always something awesome going on at the Kravitz Center if you're into like theater and art. All right, on another note, let's see what kind of Floridian is going on this week, guys. So on the west coast of Florida in Lehigh Acres, that is Lee County. I also lived there for about a year, a long time ago, but let's continue. An outraged ex-girlfriend broke into a home. I'm guessing it's her ex-boyfriend's house. Oh, Lord. She spilled pickled pork juice on his couch.
Nope.
Wow. That's going to smell. And threw a Sprite bottle at him. I guess she was mad. She was so mad, it says that she even destroyed his house. Well, I don't know, man. People are out here peopling, huh? Well, in other news, in Polk County, which is about 35 miles southwest of Orlando, deputies responded to a 911 call. Why, you ask me? Well, yo, this woman is nuts. She called 911 and asked them, the deputies, to help her move some belongings from a house that she was robbing, that she was stealing from. She also wanted a ride from the police to the airport because she wanted to spend the weekend in New York. Well. Yes, the deputies did help her with her belongings, her stolen belongings, and they did help her with a ride straight to the police station, y'all, with her belongings as evidence of stolen property. Wow. Florida really does some Floridian, huh? On another level, don't they? Right? Anyways, as always, I'm going to go ahead and leave that right there on that note. Until next time, y'all. Coming up on next week's episodes of Chillaxin' and Relaxin', we're going to be chit-chatting and bullshitting about what is going on with the consumer sentiment, what's going on with the spring home buying season, the SB Bill 7052, Ensure Accountability. I will have a lot of information for homeowners on the insurance changes coming and some information for you. What does it mean for citizens' insurance policies in Florida? What's going on with our foreclosures and our VA loans? What does it mean for business rent tax reduction that's coming in June? And what's hot in our commercial real estate? I'm here for you guys. Also, on next week's podcast, I will have a special guest speaker with me, a consumer, so I can hear their side of the topics that we discuss. Also, as always, y'all, the Florida man shenanigans with some South Florida's living and lifestyles. Until next week, guys, I hope you enjoyed our chit-chat and our bullshitting. I would love your feedback on any of our topics today. And please like, share, and subscribe so we can interact together every week. You can listen to my Chillaxin' and Relaxin' podcast on these platforms: Apple, Spotify, Google, SoundCloud, and my YouTube website, Deanna Robert Realtor. And if you want to stay current with my monthly Market Reflector email newsletter, you may do so on my website. You can sign up or search my real estate website page for your personal home report or property valuation at deannarobert.realtor. DEANNAROB as in boy, ARE.realtor. All right, y'all. It was fun. Stay safe till next week. Bye. And last but not least, I will have a special guest speaker with me to get their sights and thoughts and opinions on what we have discussions on our topics. Also, on next week's podcast, I will have a special guest speaker with me, a consumer, so I can hear their side of the topics that we discuss. Like I said, till next week.